What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, Daniel? Won't be a quick demo, but this is a demo video for you for both of your sabers here. I've got your new Luke Eco from KR Sabers that just came out recently. This has the Goth Eco chassis that you provided. We'll go over this one. And then I've also got your old KR Sabers Luke V2. And then this has my removable chassis design. And we'll just go over this one first since I have it in my hand. But both installed with Proffies. You've got the CC Sabers LEDs in here for your lit PCB. I did not use the PCB holder that you sent me for this guy because it would have caused you to not have as much blade depth as the one that I made here. And also, I mean, on these thin necks, you already don't have a whole lot to play with. So I made one that is recessed down in there, and it gives you the maximum amount of blade depth possible, right? So that's what I did there. This is a 2-button setup. Front switch is your activation. Back switch is your auxiliary. Underneath the clamp card, obviously, right? How you get to everything is you want to unscrew this pummel cap. It's the only place that it opens. I went back and I did just a few changes to this chassis because, you know, I've just kind of learned some things since the first time I'd done this, or the first couple times I did this saber. So when you pull that off, you'll see it sticking out a little bit. You can go like this and it will slide out and just pull it right out just like that. And then here's your chassis. You got your Proffie board up here. It is just a snap fit down into the shelf, but it's a pretty tight snap fit, so it shouldn't lift up on you at all. You've got access to your micro USB, but you will need to lift it up to get to your SD card. You sent me both of these Proffies. They were pre-programmed with what you wanted on them, and it had your own sound fonts. So both of these are good to go. All right. You've got Smugglers Outpost switch pixel PCB set. So you got that 14-pin PCB right here. And then what you can barely see in there is that 14 trays PCB, or that 7 trays PCB, whatever that is. That stays up in there and it never comes out. And then a removable battery setup right here, right? So your spring side over here. And both of these are running 28mm Darkside Smugglers Outpost speakers, right? So we'll throw a battery in this first one. Made sure that the speaker was recessed down into the chassis. If you can see that from the side, you can kind of see that space there. That way you can take this guy, shove it all the way in, and then you take the pummel cap and you just screw it all the way on. And when you screw it on, you can lock this guy all the way down. So there is no gap there, right? And you've got motion controls. So your LED is firing up. Auxiliary. Twist off. Or you can come over here and hit activation. Tap it again and turn it off. Just like that. And we'll throw a blade in this guy real quick. I'll find my Allen key. Although the top of this emitter does screw off, let me see. You shouldn't need to do that because your blade retention screw is right there, right? So you don't need to take that off for that. Both of these take 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blades. So we'll lock this guy down. Soundtrack working. I just hold power down for a second. That starts it. Hold power down for a second again and let go, and then that turns it off.
Welcome, young Skywalker. I am expecting.
down. So you got your blade lock up right here.
Go away! Are you a Jedi?
I am.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
Just like that. So this guy is doing everything that it should. We'll go ahead and take the blade out of here, and we'll move on to the new Luke Eco. We can talk about that for a little bit. Taking this guy out, super easy. We'll just go in reverse. So we'll take this, unscrew this. Again, the chassis should fall right into your hand just like that. Slide out, and then from the positive side, which is over here by your speaker, you can pop the battery out with your finger. And then we'll just put this back in the saber for safekeeping. This is one of my favorite Luke sabers, this V2. Especially when it's got all the stencils on it and everything, the gaffer tape and everything. It looks really nice. So we'll put this off to the side and we'll go over this one. This is the new Eco Saber from KR. Your switches are up here again, but as you know, these are plunger switches. So your front switch is your activation and your bottom switch is your auxiliary, and that's what you asked me for. To get to everything here, you want to unscrew the back. So you want to be careful when you're unscrewing the back. I did hand crank it pretty tight, so you shouldn't do it accidentally. But this piece is actually 3 different pieces, right? So if we were to unscrew, if I unscrew this back piece, then this comes out, right? So we're going to lock this down. I'll hand crank it tight, so hopefully that doesn't happen on you. But that's all one piece, and it needs to come off in one piece, right? And then you'll see your speaker here. So we just want to twist counterclockwise and pull out. And this is the Goth Eco chassis that you provided with the Saber. So it's got your, we'll turn the slide back on. It's got your 2 switches here, right? Your 2 switches here. You got your red and green LEDs here. Kill switch, battery compartment. The side that is closest to the board is your speaker side. And then, of course, you got your Proffie board up here. It is kind of wide open, so I tried to shrink tube the wires over here so they weren't such an eyesore. I tried to clean it up as much as I could, but the board is adhesed down to the shelf. But of course, it's backed up all the way over here, so you can get your SD card in and out from here, micro USB cable, whatever you want to do. That board never has to move. But you've got your stock V3 MPXL on the tip of this chassis. And then you've got your KR blade holder or your blade side PCB in there. And that connects to your other stock V3 right here. So everything's working well there. We'll go ahead and throw a battery in this guy as well. And we'll just kind of do it outside of the Saber for a second, right? We hit the kill switch. Then you got your cave scene flashing until you turn it on, right? Then we go to green. So that's firing up like it should. Twist off. And we'll turn this back off for a second when we put it in the hilt. So that groove, as you know, rides along. There is a screw off to the side in there. So that rides along that particular screw. It only kind of goes in one way. You'll feel it. Just got to play with it a little bit. And then we want to lock it in place. So I got it locked in place. You do kind of need to play with it just a hair to make sure that these switches are lined up. These plunger switches are lined up. So of course, when I put it in there, I'll give it a quick click on both to make sure we're good to go. I have seen other videos where people have said they had to sand this portion down. I found that I didn't have to do that. What I did was before I installed my speaker is, and it's something I typically do on my chassis as well, is I'll take I just take my X-Acto knife and I kind of clean up the inside of the speaker casing on the chassis, right? And it kind of opens that up a little bit. So when I install my speaker, it doesn't bow out my chassis, right? Because if that bows out, then of course you would have to sand it. But once you get that in there, we'll come over here and we'll flip the kill switch again. And then you want to carefully just put this on and screw this right on. Now if I turn this over here, you can see your LEDs are coming through your windows like they should. You got your activation there, right? Auxiliary. We could hit activation, turn it off, or we could swing it on, twist off. Good to go there. And we'll throw a blade in the sky real quick. This also, like I said, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but this also takes a 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade. I did use the blade holder or the PCB holder that you provided with this guy. It seemed to me like that was part of the chassis kit. So I just went ahead and I used it. We'll lock this guy down. So you can see your LEDs.
Are you a Jedi?
I am.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
So as you asked me to do, I programmed these LEDs for you. You had mentioned that you didn't do that. So yeah, we got that taken care of. Soundtrack.
I'm never touching that thing again. Rey Skywalker.
Ahsoka Tano! Bo-Katan sent me.
Just like that. We'll take the blade out. So this one's working exactly like it should too. My only thing that I would say about this saber, and it's not this saber, it's the same as all thin neck sabers. It just doesn't have a lot of blade depth. My blade here, this is about a 24-inch blade or so, has been sanded profusely, just because the amount of sabers that I do, and I have to test all these different sabers, and I use the same blade to test everything. I oftentimes have to sand this guy to fit in different sabers. This one, on this saber in particular, it fits in here super loose because I've had to go to town so much on my blade. So it's probably just my blade on this demo. If you have a brand new blade, it'll probably fit in there super solid. But just know, this isn't a saber that you go banging on stuff with, right? This is not quite a shelf queen. You can do a little bit of things with it, but it's not a dueling saber, that's for sure. Okay, so when we're all done, we're just going to come over here again. We'll unscrew this. Take this off and come over here and flip the kill key, and then counterclockwise turn, and then pull straight out. And then from the positive side that's over here by your board, actually, sometimes I can get it with my finger. Oh, there we go. I got it with my finger. If you have a problem doing that, you can just take a pair of tweezers or a tool, and it pops right out, no problem. So we'll put that back in your saber. That is basically both of your sabers, sir. So let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will try to get these out in the mail to you tomorrow. All right, thanks.